Hi guys, thank you for tuning into our video. My name is Michael, I'm one of the senior consultants here at MJB, and today I'm going to give you a golden sales nugget on how to help your sales results and your productivity at your job or for your business. Whether you're a salesperson, whether you're a business consultant, or whether you run a business and you want to make more money for yourself. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about something which salespeople struggle with on a constantly daily basis, and that's dealing with negatives, blocks, and objections. The reason you want to become good at dealing with negatives, blocks, and objections is because 60% of your business will give you a negative, a block, or an objection at some point in your sales process. And if you don't have a system, if you don't have a process on how to deal with that, you're going to lose a lot of potential business. What I'm going to give you today is I'm going to give you a very small golden nugget that if you learn this technique and if you practice it and if you implement it in your day-to-day sales activity, then I guarantee you your productivity will go up and you will make more money. This is how it works. Picture a scenario. Customer gives you a negative. Whatever the negative is, I'm not interested, I can't afford it, it's too expensive. Whatever the negative could be, the first thing you want to do with that negative is you want to empathize. You want to agree with your customer. Whatever your customer says, they are correct. Think about it. When you have an argument with someone, if they agree with your point of view, where does the argument go? Well, it can't go anywhere. It diffuses, it ends, it finishes. The reason is there's no other point of view. So how do you do that without bluntly going, Mr. Customer, I agree with you, and it just sounding stupid? Well, what you do is you use a triple F breakdown. And this is how it works. Mr. Customer, I know exactly how you feel. I empathize with you. I know how you feel. We're on a human level right now, and I understand what you're saying to me. Right? Okay, great, Mr. Salesman. You now empathize with me. Great, whatever. Where do we go from there? Well, now what I want to do, the biggest reason people buy is because their friends or someone else has bought it as well. People, there's something called a sheep factor. People are like sheep sometimes. They like to follow one another's decisions. So, I get the negative. I know how you feel, Mr. Customer. The reason I know how you feel is not because I'm a salesperson and I'm trying to sell it to you. It's because somebody else felt exactly the same way. I had a client the other day who felt exactly the same way. So, what they found, and now we're on to our third stage, we're now on to the overturn. So, Mr. Customer, I know how you feel. Someone else felt exactly the same way. And what they found is blah, 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 blah. So let me give you a scenario. Let's say I'm selling a website, and the website costs £3,000, and my client potentially wants to buy it, but he says to me along the sales process, he says, do you know what, Michael? It's just a little bit too expensive. Okay, first thing I want to do, I want to agree, right? Because he's the customer, he's right. So Mr. Customer, I know exactly how you feel. The reason I know how you feel is I had a client the other day, Tony, who felt exactly the same way. However, he understood that he needed a website for his business to grow, and for his business to make more money. A little bit like yourself. So you relate the issue back to that client. But what he found, Mr. Customer, is we have a 24-month payment plan which enables him to make very small monthly payments over a period of time and get his website now and still make the payment in a more flexible manner. Is that something that would work for yourself? Close. So to see if my overturn actually works. Now the overturn in that scenario was there's a 24-month payment plan. But if the client says to me, I can't afford it, it's too expensive, and I say, well, there's a 24-month payment plan, it becomes an argument. It becomes they say this, I say that. Who's going to win? Who knows? However, if I empathize, if I explain why I'm empathizing, because not because of me, but because someone else had the same experience, and then I explain the actual overturn, and then I close it. A closing line is something that I want the client to tell me that I'm correct, but also a call to action. So my next line after I say, is that something that would work for you? Would be something along the lines of, fantastic. So when would you like your website to start? So Mr. Client, so going back to that example, the client says to me, Michael, I can't afford your website because it's too expensive. Mr. Client, I completely understand how you feel. I had a client the other day, Tony, who felt exactly the same way. What Tony found was he needed a website to really make his business grow and take it to the next level. A little bit like yourself, am I correct? Yes. Fantastic. Well, look, we actually have, what he found is we have a 24-month payment plan which enables him to make very small payments and to grow his business and so on and so on and so on. Is that something that would work for you? Close. Yes. Fantastic. When would you like to start? Close. So the close is the most important part to your overturn. Guys, this is called a triple F breakdown with a close at the end. If you use this, if you implement this, I guarantee you, your sales results, your activity, your productivity, and the amount of money you take home will go up very quickly. My name's Michael, the company's MJB. When sales matter, we deliver. Next week we're going to be talking about the 5 steps, which is a system you can use to build impulse in any conversation. Listen, thank you for tuning in and have a fantastic day.